Right, I'm just going to turn on this Kawai K4 so you can see what the issue is. There's a problem with missing lines in the display. That sort of things can drive me mad. And I'd like to know more about what this synth can do, but that's really been putting me off. So I'm going to fix that. I've been hoping to find a spare one on eBay, but it's just not come up. But I discovered something quite useful about the displays, which I'm going to show you in this video. Right, I've got the lid off. I'm just going to zoom into the display. That's the back side of the display. If I get a bit closer, you can see various things are written on there, chip types obviously, but right at the top and in the board itself it actually says DMC 16205. Now if you Google that, you find out that the display is made by Optrex, and as you'd expect, the display has been used in all kinds of equipment, probably even things like photocopiers. So there are other sources of this display, and that's what I was able to get hold of to replace this. Right, I've just disconnected the display from the main board, and I'm going to have to be quite careful to make sure I don't bend up these wires too much. I'll have to be careful with that. Essentially they slot back in, and then you use the plastic part to secure it. I also need to unsolder that tag, and then the display will be completely free. Okay, I've got the display out now, and in front of me I've actually got a number of displays which I've managed to salvage from various devices. This one is from a K1, again Kawai, don't have a use for that at the moment. This is one that came from Yamaha TX7, and obviously not going to be compatible. Now this one is my replacement, and if I get the cables out of the way and zoom in, you should be able to see they're basically the same. The only thing is that this one comes from a Yamaha SY or something or other synth, and it's wired up completely differently. It's got different glass on the front, so I've got to take the wiring off this one, and put the wiring onto there, and then put it back in, and hopefully it will work. Right, well that turned out to be a lot more tricky than I was expecting. A lot of the wires just wouldn't disconnect the way I wanted them to, and did have to fiddle around on the board quite a bit. But here we are, moment of truth. Let's turn it on. That's better. Good. Now get on with actually finding out what the synth does. Still makes a sound. Looks good.